Call this meeting to order, determine there's a quorum present. We have Commissioner Wardlaw, Commissioner Vasquez, Commissioner Garcia, Commissioner Flores, and myself. We do have a quorum. If y'all don't mind rising for the Pledge of Allegiance, and Commissioner Garcia, if you don't mind.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you. Thank y'all. Approving minutes. Move. Motion, Commissioner Flores. Second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. If y'all don't mind, there was an individual who used to work for us here. He had switched, I guess, probably 3 or 4 different departments, and he every department that he worked at, he just made it, I would say, a little bit better. He was always one that had a smile on his face. And if you're following the post on Facebook, I've been sent a lot of stuff, a lot of the meetings that we went to and stuff that he was there. It was like the kids were always around him, visiting with him. His name is Mike Ramirez. If you don't mind, a moment of silence, please. Thank you. He made fun also. He was another one. Him and Tony would make fun when I would come in t-shirts. You ain't working today, Judge? We'll go to item 6. Citizens' comments. I do have one, Ms. Bollinger. Ms. Kelly Bollinger. Yes, ma'am.
Ready?
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
I'm requesting the engineer reports for Lakeshore and South Bayview Drive for the speed bumps, guardrails, bump signs, and the pavement. I have asked in person, I've asked in the email. My husband and I came 2 weeks ago and asked for them. What am my question is what am I doing wrong that I'm not getting them? And I've read the last page. So what I'm guessing is that on Wednesday, the April 15th, I have to put this in writing to be on the agenda.
I'm not supposed to,
The clerk can't really give you advice on legally what you're required to do, but if you'd like to stick around after the meeting, I'd love to have a conversation with you, if that's all
That'd be
right.
great. That'd be great. Is that good? Okay, thank you.
Thanks. I had that deer in the headlight look, didn't I? It was like, sorry. Thank you. All right, item 7, there is no action required. Item 8, discussion possible action on approval of resolution declaring April 2026 as National County Government Month, and Valverde County is proud to serve and support our community every day. County government provides many of the essential services residents rely on, from maintaining roads and supporting public safety to administering elections and operating our local courts. Much of this work happens behind the scene, but it plays an important role in keeping our county running. We need, if y'all don't mind, I'd like the authorization HR to have a celebration day in April for our employees. They do have money in order to be able to accomplish this. And what we are thinking about right now is, depending on what day it is, we have anywhere over 330 some odd employees, depending on
Yes, sir.
vacancies. Go
Good
ahead.
morning, Judge, Commissioners. So we're planning a day to celebrate our employees for the hard work related with National County Month. We're looking at April the 20th at the fairgrounds. We did get quotes for 2 different plates. One is brisket, the other one is a chicken plate. The cost for one is $26.50 and the other one is $13.17. So I'd like, and the money will come out of the wellness account that we have.
Because the brisket is the $26.50 and
Yes,
the.
sir. And, the chicken is the $13.17. And it'll come with all the trimmings. So we're looking at serving this between 11 and 1:30, just depends on the lunch.
I'll make a motion to approve, Judge, item number 8 and, go with, the chicken plates.
Appreciate it. I'll second that, Judge. Motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. Is there any other comments?
No.
Do we need to approve the date?
The date will be April 20th. It's on a Monday
Here comes the part of the
and at
motion.
the fairgrounds.
Would you want to do it under,
Yeah, that's part of my
Yes,
motion.
sir.
under the bleachers?
Yes, sir.
You okay with it?
Sure.
I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion carries, 5-0.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Item 9, discussion possible action on letter to Go Rail for support of improvements to rail safety. And basically, they're trying to end up with more money from the federal government, and the letter is to,
Make a motion to approve, Judge, item number 9.
a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second, I'll second Commissioner Flores. There was a letter of what they'd sent us in y'all's, there should be a letter inside y'all's packet. If y'all have any questions, let us know. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Discussion and possible action on county projects. Escondido Estates, been working with, Commissioner Wardlaw trying to get that pump station going. Again, we have the money set aside for it. We have $355,000 set aside for it. The bid that had come in was a little over $800,000. So there will have to be some funds from other sources set aside for that project. One of the things that we're waiting on right now, and it'll tie into the Escondido, is that San Felipe Pastures, we had a grant between San Felipe Pastures, Comstock, and Vega Verde. So that booster station there, it's on here to take care of that later on in the agenda. Once we award it to that individual, since he helped design some of this and help us, we'll be able to get him tied into the Escondido. So one is helping the other. All right. A lot of these projects that I'm fixing to go through, hopefully before the end of this calendar year, they'll be done. It's just a matter of trying to get them started. Also, visiting with Mr. Esser this past week, going through the accounts. There was a study that had been started in Escondido, and we were waiting for environmental, and that they couldn't get in. And we had that conversation, Jesus, almost a year ago, I guess, that we even had deputies out there to help people get into properties in order to be able to do their environmental and check and see the need. Some of those properties we couldn't get into, but I guess in the last 45 to 60 days, Mr. Esser, you said that they finally turned in a report, the company that we'd hired, in order to begin to continue that process. We've been after them to just turn the report in with whatever you have, just turn it in. And they were like, well, it's not complete. Well, it don't matter. We need to put something, get something to the state. So they did turn that in, and we're moving forward with that. So both those projects in Escondido, the water study and the booster station are now moving forward again versus just everybody sitting on their hands. All right. Right now, we just visited with Commissioner Vasquez, and we were informed that the MOU on both two MOUs, one on Chapman and then the other one for an advocacy group, The one on Chapman is to, allow Valverde County personnel to install 2 culverts across Chapman to help with the drainage, along Lawson. So that MOU, we've already written an MOU. We sent it to the city. We wrote another MOU for an advocacy. John has helped with both of those, and we've sent both MOUs to the city, and we're waiting on their response. What we did get this morning was that they had sent the MOUs to legal, so they could review and then tell us, get back to the city to see if there needed to be any changes. So that's where we're at on Chapman. I think on Lawson Lane, y'all are already awarded the bid.
Correct.
April 23rd. April 23rd is when on Lawson Lane, they should start construction again on Lawson Lane. We're waiting on, some documents from the contractor, in order to be able to give him the green light to go. It's been awarded. He just needed to turn in some more documents. A lot of that material, goes into also the sports complex that you're doing behind the 7th and 8th grade.
That's right.
A lot of the material from Lawson will be used at the sports complex at the 7th and 8th grade because it's good dirt. And behind the 7th and 8th grade, there's just a lot of caliche. So we'll be able to use that dirt up there. One of the other things is that on, I think in, May, on the sports complex, May 7th is what I had, and then April 23rd probably for, material is for April 23rd, and May 7th is for labor on the sports complex on the parking lots. On the parking lot, for the sports complex. Why are we starting on the parking lot versus everything else? Well, a lot of that material that we'll get out of the parking lot will help fill in some of the areas for the sports complex. And then the material from Lawson can be put up on top to be used to grow grass. So a lot of material that we'll get out of the parking lot is caliche, and we have some low spots in, at the sports complex itself. So also there's going to be probably a retention system there, that material also to be filled in. But those projects, again, that one won't be done before the end of this calendar year, but you're going to see great improvements on that one. So we're moving forward on that one. Do you have anything on that?
No, the advertising for the labor bid, Melissa, once, that's already been gone out?
Yes, that's,
Am I right?
that's due May 7th.
Okay, that's good. No, that, Judge, everything's moving along.
Storage tank and Comstock. I think there was some discussion, some emails went back and forth right now about some other needs that we might need to do there at Comstock.
Yeah,
I think
they're discussing whether to change out one of the pressure tanks, and they're gonna have a water board meeting tomorrow night, and I'm gonna be attending and see if they're willing to pay the difference of about a little over 10,000 from what's remaining in the grant to what they would need to pay so as to be able to replace one of the pressure tanks.
Yeah, but we're already spending 314, what is it?
Yeah.
313, no. 313,000 out there. And that was also because I think we also had some gate valves that were gonna be replaced, and those were already approved. Those been approved? Mm-hmm. So, the storage tank and Comstock's moving forward. The gun range, at the precinct 3 yard, also, they've already thrown the floor, put up the building, or put up most of the building. The last time I went out, I think they were lacking the back wall when I went out. But it's moving forward, and we're waiting on a change on the inside, change order on the inside for some of the walls that had been deleted. And we're visiting with the contractor for him to get us a price on doing everything else that needed to be done on the inside. Since the state had awarded us another, more money, than what we initially thought. Fire station in the next, pad's been built, the forms are up, ditch has been dug, rebar's tied, except for the mat up on top. I would think in the next 2 weeks, plumbing would be done. I know that they were writing a PO, getting a PO done for the plumbing. And, I would think within the next 30 days, that slab should be done, and then it'll, and the same contractor doing the slab, the same contractor that's doing the slab is gonna be the one putting up the building. Is that correct, Melissa?
Yes.
So, in the next 30 days, slab should be thrown, and then he'll begin with the building. Commissioner Garcia and myself sat in a meeting, with the city on a development that is coming on the north side of the precinct 3 yard between 90 west and 277, north, off of SL 79. They are in the development stage of that property, which right now would include, probably a gas station, some apartments, but they're looking at, a development in that area, which, water won't be a problem getting water to it, city water, if that's what they need, or even drilling a well, because there's a massive amount of water out there. Wastewater would be the problem, but they're not really too concerned. If they have to, they'll put in a system for the wastewater. I'm not missing anything?
No, that was it.
The sidewalks on Senegas, we received about a $2.3 million grant in Senegas, for sidewalks. We have until 2028 to let, or to hand that, to award that contract out on the sidewalks. And, that's gonna help us because we just went out for bids on Senegas Road. There's another item on the agenda later on for Senegas Road. There was, we have about $6 million set aside for Senegas. Our low bidder came in at 9.9 million. So we're about, $4 million, upside down with that project. And later on, we'll get in more of a discussion, with what we're going to do with what, recommendations for the court and for commissioner.
And Judge, we just put the road in before the sidewalks, right?
We will need to do at least the drainage. And that's how come I said a little while ago, it's good that they gave us until 2028 to try to figure this out. Yeah. And again, it's one of those deals, when we get into the other item on Senegas Road, we'll give options and see if the court will give us permission to go out for rebid, with a different design. But, that's where we're at on Senegas Road. The fields, I know that you've been hauling in sand.
Yes, sir.
Not only off the property of, Johnson, but also on the property that the county had initially owned.
Well, the whole tract is 20-some acres, and yeah, we're gonna build, fields everywhere.
And you already have a layout of that too.
Yes, sir, we sure do.
Okay.
We sure do. We've hauled, over 300 loads, belly dump loads of semi-loan. We're still lacking about 200-300 more. And if we need more, we're gonna get more. But we are gonna, complete as many fields as we can. At some point, I'll be running low on money for that, and hopefully maybe we'll go out for something, borrow money or a grant or something, right, Carl? Maybe,
I think
maybe we can apply for a grant.
we'd applied twice for a $750 grant for that area, and both times we were denied. And the last time that $750 grant came up, that's the one that we moved to Comstock to figure out, see if we could score more points for, in the area of Comstock for that 750. But we'd already applied twice and had been denied, for this.
How about the block grant that we take turns on the city?
We can look at it, and then we can bring it to the court to see what is it that they would want to use that money for. We'll visit after.
Well, I thought in the past, block grants were split.
Again, it would have to, one, we'll see if it's our turn, and two, that it still has to be back before the court to check and see what is it that we're gonna do with the money. I will tell you that this next go round, when we go to do the budget this next go round, I mean, now correct me if I'm wrong, everybody's really concerned about our roads. They want more done to the county roads. So in my opinion, if it's possible to go out and maybe putting the horse before the cart or the cart before the horse here, that would be that if possible, if we were to go borrow money, that's where the money would need to go, is for our roads, because
I can agree with that 100%.
yeah, and that's where they're complaining right now is the roads. Some of the other projects that we did, I want to thank the court and thank Carlos. We just received, 3 weeks ago, a $5 million grant for the airfield lighting, out at Laughlin. This court, since 2019, has received with that 5 million, right at $15 million. It's a little bit less than $15 million, of grants from the state in order to help Laughlin. And then the previous court under Judge Valdez had, 4.3 or 3.9, I can't remember. I think it's 4.3 million, also. So, Valverde County, under under Judge Valdez, and this court and under the previous court has received right at 19 point some odd million, 19.2, $19.3 million, for Laughlin. Am I missing something, Coffee?
You missed a project on precinct 4, the water extension on Vega Verde.
Well, and if we look at, yeah, I did. Vega Verde, we do have, out of the $1 million grant that we applied for, there's $313,000 that was set aside for Comstock, $314,000 for San Felipe Pastures, and $313,000 for Vega Verde out of that $1 million grant that we just received. There is another grant opening up, and I think there's also a FEMA grant that we can look at to mitigate flooding. We looked at precinct 4 bridge, or the Duck Pond Bridge, but since it was the bridge was created already, we can't apply for FEMA money for it. But one of the things that we will be able to apply for is flood mitigation in your precinct or any other precinct. I think you have out there off of Broadbent, that area, that ditch that goes through there. Those are areas that we'd be able to apply for funds for.
And that'll be,
There's 2 areas in precinct 4 down in Vega Verde. Saw Creek, this last rain that we got, about a month ago, water went over the road. And then there's another area further down, also the water went over the road. And I took county engineer over there, and he's a witness to that. The other thing on the water extension for Vega Verde, we received 4,000 linear feet of pipe yesterday, water line pipe.
The water over the road, I ain't trying to make nobody mad, really doesn't concern me. It's when we have water in the houses, and we have, they can't cross at all, because it got washed out. And I think when your dad was here, tried to do something back there off of Cocobolo, one of the streets that connects, what is it, Guajolote or something, there's an area back there.
and the ground seems to shift on Cocobolo. The road collapses because the water is moving earth under, it's clay and it shifts around the road.
If y'all
goes to pieces.
If y'all don't mind, give me a list of what y'all want, and then we'll bring it back to the court to check and see which one is actually in our, because it has to be part of our mitigation, the plan that we'd already passed. So whatever's in there, we can look at that and get started on that. I don't have anything else on that one. Y'all, Carlos, did I miss something?
Oh, you're good.
We good? Okay. We're gonna move on, to item 11, discussion possible action to approve the request from Catholic Charities.
I'll make a motion to approve, Judge, item number 11.
Second. Commissioner Vasquez motion, Commissioner Flores second. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 12, discussion possible action to approve selection of participants from the county.
I'll make a motion to approve, Judge, and, to include, we've got 4 names available, am I right, Mr. President?
Yeah, Anthony Burleson, Anthony Williams, Gilbert Rodriguez, and myself.
You ready to go play golf? Y'all play?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. They ought to charge admission just to watch.
I didn't say we were good, I just said we're gonna play.
You need to follow y'all around on live.
part of your
video.
Part of my motion, Judge.
They need to stream that live.
Yeah, to charge pay-per-view for that.
I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Commissioner Garcia. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries. Yeah, this is gonna be good. Item 13, discussion possible action on a request for
Motion to
issuance.
approve, Judge, item number 13.
Second.
Motion Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 14, discussion possible
Motion
action on
approved, Judge.
presentation. I think he was gonna, did you want to present some of these numbers? I do have a motion, Commissioner, Flores. Do I have a
Just a second, Judge.
Commissioner
Well, this will be the second time around, doing this. This last time they had approached me and we went ahead and shifted to the sheriff's department. They wanted to do it there at the community center, but.
Right. Yeah, so we had an excellent turnout. The event ran from March 26th to April 1st, where a total of 504 pets were attended to. And over the day, we had on Friday, we had 108, Saturday 125, Sunday 96, Monday 105, and Tuesday 90, for a total of 504 pets that were attended to. So a total of 945 have been attended to over the last two sessions that we've had. And they're planning for a June clinic. We don't have a date yet set for that date, but they're wanting to come back for a third clinic because they've been so successful and the turnout has been excellent.
And the county had set aside funds for this.
Yes, sir.
To help. And they didn't use them all. Matter of fact, we have an item here to go back, take money, get money back, and get money back from contingency that we took out.
Right.
One of the other things in visiting that is part of this is that they're looking for a location to build a facility to house animals while they get them fostered or adopted or whatever, get them fostered out. The facility would not be a shelter per se. It would just be a place to house them.
Right.
In the meantime, and they would already have a place for them to go. But and the reason I'm bringing this up is, I have land at precinct 2 with animal control.
Yes, sir, Judge, we'll bring that.
And that might be something that, we'll look at. We can't give them the land, but we definitely, I think, visiting with John, we'll be able to, I haven't talked to you yet, but we can begin that process with,
Right.
Our legal department of maybe leasing the land, for a small amount, especially just in what they did this last go-round, is going to save us an enormous amount of money in the future.
Yes.
Through our animal control. And what they save the citizens is over $150,000 with these animals. That's on the low end, and if you just take, small animals, spay and neuter type deal, not large animal. So I think if we would look into the property, we've got 5 acres, out there by animal control now, and maybe lease them a piece of property there, if they build a building. And they're already looking at, my understanding, is getting funds in order to build a building. But we could do something, to help them.
Yeah, Judge, and I think what this does is it definitely puts Val Verde County on the national stage because, as you said, it'll be more of a staging area. But these pets are gonna be, distributed throughout the entire country. And, so the fact that they've asked Val Verde County, they would consider this project, kind of puts us on the map, throughout the country. Because again, these pets will be delivered all over the United States, Florida. I think we've already had a few already, so it's definitely a good opportunity for the county as well. But we appreciate the support.
How you enjoying the job?
It's been interesting, Judge. I'm enjoying it. I feel like I started all over again, but 30 years in this game almost.
That's just what you said, right?
Yes, sir.
30 years
30 years next year in law enforcement. So.
in law enforcement.
Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations and thank you for everything you do for us.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Thank you, Commissioner.
So this is a motion and
We don't need a motion on it. It was just for information. Item 15, discussion possible action on approval of replat modifying lot 45 of Rancho Los Venados and 3 acres.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners. This proposal's been on the county website for over 30 days, and we sent out notices to all neighbors within 200 feet. This proposal consists on replat modifying lot 45 and incorporating another 3 acres that is on the spur, that it was landlocked, so they're putting together these 2 properties. We called for a Mestala and use meeting. There's no recommendation from the board because there was no quorum. It doesn't have to go through the city. It's outside of the ETJ. And it's not it's larger than 10 acres, so it's exempt from the model subdivision rule, so no infrastructure needs to be built.
Where's this located at?
It's on the, going to the Amistad Dam, it's right up to the left side, right after you take the white spur in the Highway 90.
Has the Loop 79 ever passed?
No.
Towards the dam.
So that's way over there.
Yeah.
So when you take the Y and you go towards the dam versus taking 90 west, it's right there on the left-hand side.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
And they have another access point on, it's here, it's just so small.
Well, and at the end of the day, if they need to gain access off the highway,
They still need to go to TxDOT and get that done.
It's Melody Road, the other connection point.
this is precinct 3 or?
This is precinct 3, yes, correct.
Commissioner, you okay with it?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve.
I will second that, Judge.
Motion, Commissioner Garcia, second Commissioner Vasquez. Any other questions? All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 16, discussion possible action. Thank you, sir. Regarding authorizing Judge Owens to sign
Motion to
the.
approve, Judge. Agenda number
Second.
Motion, Commissioner Vasquez and Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 17, discussion possible action for approval to add
Motion
one
to
of
approve, Judge. Item number 17.
Second. Commissioner Wardlaw, the motion, Commissioner Vasquez and Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 18, discussion possible action for approval to add, for library to our E-rate program effective July
Motion to
1st.
approve, Judge. Item number 18.
I have a second.
Second.
Commissioner Wardlaw. And we had talked, visited with Commissioner Vasquez, and when the satellite library was opened, we were going to look at the numbers there. The numbers are not where we would like to have them, but with visiting with Mr. Bond and then going down there a couple of times to look at the people that are going, and then even visiting with Melissa, I think we need I don't know about rebrand, but you said spruce it up, is what you said.
Spruce it up, give
Spruce it
it
up.
more, and we're working on that. We had a good meeting last week, Judge, of course, and I talked to you in length about it, so I'm excited. About new projects coming on, within the county annex, the library, so I'm excited.
So, and this one here, will apply for, basically it's like a discount.
Yes, yeah, this one will be at 60% reimbursement.
And Judge, really quick on this item, we did indicate that it was going to be reviewed and approved by the county attorney's office.
Can that be part of the motion?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Wardlaw. Commissioner Vasquez, would you mind,
Yes,
adding that
sir.
to the approval?
I'll add that to the approval, Judge, to be reviewed and approved by the county attorney.
That work?
Thank you.
Commissioner Wardlaw, are you okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Any questions on this? All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 19, discussion possible action for approval to reject all bids.
Motion to reject bids turned in for this project.
Okay. I have a motion.
Second,
Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez. We need, direction on this. I would recommend that what we just did is reject, but that you give us authority to go in and check and see if we can change some of the specs for the road and then rebid it. If that could be part of y'all's motion.
That'll be part of my motion to, trim as much as possible to be able to.
how many times, Judge, do we have to go
We've already-
before it?
Go ahead.
Well, it's twice to
And we've
rebid.
already done it. We've already done it. We've already bid. I think we've already met the requirements because we've already put it out twice. But, if we go out and rebid again with maybe changing the specs, hopefully we'll get a better response.
Okay.
Okay. So if you ask how many times do we have to do it, we've done it. We've done it. So now we're trying to figure out another way, to get this done. One of the other things is gonna be that if this doesn't work this go round, then we'll bring it back to the court and, see if maybe we get a labor bid only.
Mhm.
What we're getting right now by looking at some of the bids is that as a contractor, when you go to look at this, you don't know what oil and what oil's gonna be. So, it's everything, you're bidding it out, and trying to guess, and you're guessing a higher number, that way to make sure that as a contractor, you're covered.
This couple of months, your fuel, your oil has doubled on cost, and a lot of other things, so it makes a big difference at the end of the day.
So if we go in there and trim, one of the things that they came up with already is, and you said a little while ago about the roads needs to be done for the sidewalk, and I said the drainage. So the drainage, if we go from concrete pipe to a PVC or a plastic pipe, that'll help us. And then, one of the other suggestions in visiting with Carlos, this week was they were gonna remove remove the asphalt, and then go in, remove all the base, and then the sub base, put cement in the sub base to work the sub base. Well, instead of doing that, maybe work the sub base, compact it, but put cement in the base material that you already have.
Bring it down to.
Bring the cost down. So that'll be part of the specs on the change.
Commissioner Flores said trim it down as much as possible. What if you shorten?
No, you don't shorten it. What you do is use the material that's there. You don't have to buy a material.
The area that we're going to have to complete will be determined by by where we're putting the sidewalks. And the drainage. The drainage is gonna be in my opinion, would be the most important thing. Wherever we're doing drainage at, we have to get that road done.
Yeah.
If there's no drainage in some of the road, and we can save a little bit of money of that, then it'll be brought before the court again. But you need to do as much as possible, especially with the drainage, because if we don't take care of the drainage first, we're just gonna end up tearing up a road and having to come back and fix the road. So the drainage will be, in my opinion, one of the most important parts to get done, and that'll determine how much road. And most of what we applied for sidewalks is where the drainage is at.
So of the 6 million that was allocated, how much is left?
5.8 million, 5.83 something,
Mhm.
5,830 some odd dollars, something like that.
$837,722.
So even with the lowest bid, we're 4.1 million.
You're right at 4.9.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because it came in at 9.9.
Oh, right. So where are we gonna make that gap up? I mean, there's cost savings, but is there 4 million in cost savings by working the material that's there? I mean, is that a serious
No.
alternative?
No. No, in answer to your question, no. How close are we gonna get to the 5.8? I don't know. But we won't know till we put it out for bid, exactly where we're at. When I said earlier that if it was up to me, we'd borrow, depending on how our budget is, and I'm again, don't everybody get too excited or, no, I'm not trying to borrow more money and break the county, nothing like that. But we always have a concern about our roads.
Mhm.
So each precinct, if possible, would get, X amount of dollars per mile of road that you have to be used on whatever mile that you say you can use. Is it going to be in any one precinct by millions? No, but it'll get closer to what you need, and it might help with this project also.
So we would borrow money to make up this 4.1 million gap?
No. No.
Okay.
In my opinion, we would borrow money to help each one of the precincts, help with their roads to a cost per mile of road. And then whatever that dollar amount is, it's based on the mile of roads that you have, whether it's $5,000 or $6,000 or $8,000 per mile of road. And then you get to go use it on whatever mile of road that you want to go use it. So it would help precinct 4 a little bit, but it's not gonna get $4.9 million in it. Does that answer your question?
So hypothetically, how much would we borrow?
It's,
Judge, if I could really quick, I don't know if we have an agenda item to discuss borrowing for road projects.
no, we don't, but you hadn't said anything. I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
That's how come I didn't look over there, because you were looking at me. We will have that discussion.
Okay,
I don't, yeah.
Okay.
If I get permission, to go, part of your motion, Commissioner Flores, is to, redo the specs and then put it up for bid. Commissioner Vasquez, you okay with that?
Okay.
Yes, to reject the bids that we have and to change the specs and go out for rebid. So, are we good with that one? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
I'm sorry, John. Item 20, discuss and possible action on approval to declare the following. Motion approved. Commissioner Flores?
Second, Judge.
Commissioner Vasquez. And we have a bunch of stuff coming up for bid
For auction?
already?
Yes.
When?
No equipment or vehicles, because nobody turned in anything. It's mostly just all furniture.
When?
August 13th?
Okay. I have a motion, Commissioner Flores, and Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries. Item 21, discussion possible action on hiring veterans officer. We ended up, going out for asking, applications. There was four people that were interviewed. If you go by the scoring as the way the positions were listed, Juan Alvarado, I guess we would say scored the least, because the way I scored it was the way they ranked them, 1, 2, 3, or 4. So he would be the one that scored the highest because he scored the least, by rank. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does it? Because it didn't make sense
Somewhat.
to me. But it's up to y'all, whatever y'all want to do. If, whoever's hired, we'll need to give at least 2 weeks.
Yes.
And then it's gonna take longer for them to get trained. But if you look at the scoring, Commissioner Wardlaw, Commissioner Garcia, Commissioner Flores. Where's that? I didn't get a copy of that. Oh, I printed it. I asked for who had scored. And we can table it
And
if
we
y'all
could
want
also,
to.
Judge, at the other table, we could also keep the position open, Judge, or?
We can keep the position open. The only thing that we need to fill it as soon as possible.
Yes, sir.
Not having a difficult time.
I mean, we should give it at least a couple more weeks and make a final decision at the following meeting.
All I need is a motion.
I'll make a motion that we wait, till
You wanna
next
extend it?
meeting. Extend the hiring
Just
of
for
the
your-
veterans officer.
Just for your information, thus far, since we conducted interviews to this point, we've only received one more applicant.
Oh, really?
So it's been open.
Oh, so it's been open.
So,
Regardless of the decision, either way, whoever is appointed, they still have to go through the process to get certified. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's still gonna take time.
So, let's do this. We'll close the position, next Friday. And then try to set up interviews for whoever else has, submitted Monday and Tuesday. That way when we come back to Commissioners Court, we'll have a name. Does that work? Because the position's been open all this time anyway.
Yes, sir.
Is that okay with your motion?
Yes, sir.
I have a motion, Commissioner Flores. Second.
Second, Judge?
Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 22, discussion possible action on approving HR report.
Motion to approve as presented, Judge?
Second.
Commissioner Vasquez, motion. Commissioner Flores, second. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Okay. Item 23, approving bills for payment.
Motion to approve.
Second, that, Judge?
Motion, Commissioner Flores, second. Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 24, discussion possible action. Motion Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 25, discussion possible action on the following certification. Second. And on this, item 26, if you'll allow me to talk on that one, because it's, motion Commissioner Vasquez and Commissioner Flores on item 25. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Item 26, discussion possible action on the following budget adjustments. Basically, there's, $27,033.50 in budget adjustments in the sheriff's department. Between new computers and everything, there was money allotted for all of these fees. The problem is that there was a $52,845.21, that they had for the servers. They had to replace servers that was not put into this budget. And the servers were not part of our refresh plan because they actually belonged, they belonged to sheriff, but they were bought by, SIG, CIS, to CIS, and, they decided not to replace them, so it fell back on the county. They were, my understanding, 12 years old, and, they had replaced other ones in other counties. They just didn't do ours. So at this point, the $27,033.50 that was budgeted in the budget, needs to be paid. They have $7,000, in their capital outlay. So they need the $27,033 to buy everything. They have $7,000 that they can use out of their capital outlay. So they need $20,033.50 to come out of contingency. You okay with that?
We can do that. I'll make a motion to approve Judge item number 26.
Second. Okay. And the $20,033
Coming out of contingency, yes, sir, Judge.
And then, we put some, I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Wardlaw, and then we'll do a budget adjustment, on some money that we set aside that they're not using. We'll put it back in contingency. All those in favor? Aye. Any against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 27, closed session consultation pursuant to Texas Government Code A551.071, parentheses 2, attorney-client privilege, B551.071, parentheses 1, parentheses 8, contemplated litigation, C551.072, regarding the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property, possible rights, no possession thereafter, B551.073, regarding a negotiated contract, lease, value of real property, possible action. And then 551.076 regarding security audits and security personnel. If y'all give us room, go to the restroom, and then we'll come back and get into going executive session. All right, we're back in Commissioner's Court, 10:20. Here we go. Item 28, Commissioner's comments. None. Item 29, Judge's comments. None. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. A motion, Commissioner Vasquez. Do I have a second? Second. Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Aye. Meeting's adjourned. Thank y'all so much. Have a great day.
This is one of our